Good evening and welcome to State of Business on Art Television. I'm Tamiru Nimsa. Let's have a look at the headlines. The President will address the UN General Assembly next week. President's Media Division says. Private sector applauds the government for the decision taken on the SWAT scheme. News in detail. President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that effective management and the adaptation of new technology can propel the country's healthcare system to global standards. The President said this at the inauguration of a new building at Durden's Hospital in Colombo on Tuesday.
This is also a good example for us in the government sector. It gives an idea of what a properly managed hospital can do. And we have a large number of hospitals where management certainly leaves much to be desired and would help us to actually make savings to be sent back into the hospital system. So I'm looking at ensuring that the management systems in the government hospitals are improved and strengthened over the next few years. That's one basic task we can undertake without any additional expenses but to bring it down. What we want to see here is a private sector hospital that will develop and it come up to regional standards and beyond, Asian standards. We want a good medical system which will be used not only by Sri Lankans, by others. Second part is really the technology. You can have the doctors, but you have to have the technology to keep up to it. Sri Lanka is lacking behind many of those technologies that are needed from AI downwards. So we are discussing now of starting through outside the normal system, but promoting 3 or 4 universities which will have about 7 campuses just to focus on technology, what we call technology university.
According to the Presidential Media Division, President Wickremesinghe will address the 78th United Nations General Assembly on the 21st of September. The speech will revolve around the theme Rebuilding Trust and Reigniting Global Solidarity, Accelerating Actions on the 2030 Agenda and its Sustainable Development Goals towards Peace, Prosperity, Progress and Sustainability for All. President Wickremesinghe is slated to participate in a government leaders dialogue during the 2023 SDG Summit. The dialogue will include world leaders coming together to provide crucial guidance on transformative and accelerated actions leading up to 2030. Furthermore, the President will speak at the Climate Ambition Summit, where an effort to transition to a renewable energy-based, climate-resilient global economy will be the central focus. The President will also deliver a keynote address at the high-level meeting on financing for development regarding debt sustainability and the global financial safety net. The President is set to participate in a roundtable discussion on economic opportunities in Sri Lanka, joined by over 40 prominent private companies from the United States. In addition, he will take center stage at the Ocean Nations, the 3rd Annual Indo-Pacific Islands Dialogue. The Presidential Media Division said that during the visit, the President will extend beyond diplomatic engagements. President Wickremesinghe will be accompanied by Foreign Minister Ali Sabri and other officials. The Ceylon Chamber of Commerce expressed its appreciation to the government and to the President, in particular for the decision taken to postpone the repealing of the SWAT scheme. The Ceylon Chamber expressed its appreciation in a press statement yesterday. The Chamber said the bill provided to repeal the SWAT scheme raised several concerns among various sectors, including exporters registered under the current SWAT system. Ceylon Chamber said it commended the decision to postpone the repeal of the simplified value-added tax scheme to 2025, considering the concerns of stakeholders. It said the postponement allows businesses and individuals, particularly exporters, ample time to adjust operations to adapt to the impending changes. The Chamber said the move also affords the government the necessary space to establish a strong tax repayment mechanism. The statement said that these efforts would ensure a smoother transition and mitigate the risk of financial instability, thereby aiding in the country's overall economic well-being. The Chamber viewed it as a positive step towards collaborative policy making, which is beneficial to the country's overall economic landscape. Ceylon Chamber added that the move resonates with their core belief of constructive dialogue and its role in shaping effective, dynamic policy landscapes. Stay tuned. We will return after the short commercial break.
In the future, in the next 15 years or 20 years, undergraduate programs might just be 2 years.
What is exactly a research university?
The UGC, the University Grants Commission, does not allow students who have obtained a foundation program to enter regular programs approved by the government. We at SLTC would like to inculcate this changing dynamic to the students. Even 3 years can be denied. So how about then those students who get only 3 simple passes? They are also entitled.
IWS Aviation.
Welcome back after the break. The Civil Society Governance Diagnostic Report on the anti-corruption landscape of Sri Lanka introduced a comprehensive set of reform recommendations designed to address the root causes to the crisis in the nation. The high-level launch of the Civil Society Governance Diagnostic Report on Sri Lanka took place at the BMICH on the 13th September. The event saw the participation of policymakers, representatives from the IMF, diplomatic and distinguished guests from various other sectors. The report was a result of an in-depth study of key aspects in governance that require systematic attention from both a public opinion and economic governance perspective. The collaborative effort was led by Transparency International Sri Lanka in partnership with a core group consisting of expert members from various civil societies. The report benefited from input provided by over 250 participants representing diverse sectors, geographical locations, ethnic, religious and cultural groups. The research for the Civil Society Initiative was conducted by the esteemed researcher Professor Arjuna Parakrama. The report notes that the current growing sense of economic injustice has been exacerbated by the fact that the architects of the economic crisis do not bear any part of the burden. Furthermore, it highlights that corruption is the core issue that determines the nature of the Sri Lankan polity. The report also reveals that the high probability and high risk tactics used in Sri Lanka are the structural weakening of the country's accountability framework, among others. Speaking at the event, the Executive Director of Transparency International Sri Lanka, Nadishani Pereira, said that the root causes for the crisis must be addressed before the country can really claim recovery.
The nation is slowly running again. However, there is a question. Is this economic recovery? Have we addressed the root causes of the crisis that led to the economic recovery? If we don't address these root causes, it may look like the problem is sorted, but it can erupt again. It's like you put a plaster on a wound. It looks good, right? But if you don't really put the medicine needed, the wound will go under and it will become worse. And it will come up again one day. And this is the issue that today we are trying to deal with. Civil society organizations along with TISL, you can see the logos here. What we realized was that right now, at this point, is a unique moment in Sri Lanka where our actions of our rulers, actions of citizens of civil society will determine whether we recover as a nation or not, whether we'll use this opportunity, this difficult situation to actually learn our lessons and make a change, a lasting change that will change the direction of Mother Sri Lanka.
The Mercantile Cricket Association unveiled a refurbished indoor cricket stadium meeting international standards for its members and academia. The facility was unveiled ceremoniously in Colombo yesterday evening. The facility was inaugurated by the President of Sri Lanka Cricket Board, Shammi Silva, who also aided in refurbishing the stadium through funds from the Sri Lanka Cricket Board. The immediate past president of the MCA, Rohana Dissanayaka, also attended the event as the guest of honor. President of the Mercantile Cricket Association, Nalin Wickramasinghe, said that the facility is one of the best investments that Sri Lanka cricket has done.
I wanted to create the most modernized indoor stadium in Sri Lanka with the support of Sri Lanka Cricket, and I want to add another facility, that is the video technology. I don't have words to say. That part also has been approved by Sri Lanka Cricket. They have released money for that facility as well. Please give them a big round of applause. I know, being a member of the Executive Committee of Sri Lanka Cricket at the moment, how much he has spent towards the development of this beautiful game. I couldn't believe the way he approved with the support of EXCO. I really want to say this investment you did towards the refurbishment of the MCA indoor stadium was one of the best investments we have done.
Stay tuned for the stock update. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on positive notes today.
The all-share price index gains 93.87 to close at 11,532.69, and the SNSP SL gained 27.13 to close at 3,264.42. The turnover was 1.4 billion rupees and over 51 million shares were traded.
Up next are forex rates. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.